Good morning. So, the topic for today is your Unit 3 lab report. So, this is post collecting. If you don't have it yet, just remember that this recording is when you do get to it. You can use this to guide you through answering the questions. First thing, I want to make sure you know where to find the lab report. Unit 3. Wait for that to. And then 3. Oh, wait. All right. So pictures are here. Actually, those should have been first, but lab report is the 0.08 metals. Title and then download digital material. All right. And that will open up the lab report. But let's go through, kind of take you through how to use your data to answer those questions. First question is, which compounds of substances resulted in a chemical change? So I've got sample data here in case you have any. And based on what you're seeing, if you give you a circle, do you know a reacting place? All right. I for sure like this reaction. 87. But there are 6 that I'm going to have you focus on the lab report. Ones that I know are probably going to stick out real obviously to you is going to be kind of orange here, green the blue. You can probably see this white stuff really well. All right. Let's do before we make some final decisions here on which ones are reacting. Can you, as a review from Unit 1, name the 5 signs of reaction? If you need to, pause. Got some hints for you in the pictures. This is what I was for you to come up with. Pretty drastic color changes. Not like, it was like dark blue and you added a clear liquid to it and it got a little less dark. If it from light to dark blue with a and the color change happened, or if you get a color that wasn't even there, that sort of thing. A gas being given off, so like the Alka-Seltzer, bubbles form. Energy being released, or often noted with a temperature change, but could also be giving off like these guys. And the last one is a precipitate that we actually see quite a bit in this lab. So precipitate is that are liquids you combine and then this like chunky solid form. So let's go back to those. Oops, sorry. These pictures and kind of point out what we're seeing here. All right. I know these are pictures, so but I would definitely say those 5 that we looked at before, these all have color, right? Especially if you compare them to the wells below them. And see, they're kind of cloudy and gunky looking. They have precipitates in there. Right? Now, especially because these are pictures, this is the one that I have a hard getting. Attention to the ammonium vanadate chloric acid. When you initially mix it, it should go kind of like this almost like bright green or bright yellow, but then that disappears. There's kind of this yellow hue in the, and in this one here, gone. It like total disappearance of a color is a color change too. All right, so this one it goes like bright, momentarily, just like bright green, and then appear. So there's 2. So these are the 6 reactions: hydrochloric acid, ammonium vanadate, manganese sulfate, and ammonium iron nitrate and oxide. Salt nitrate hydroxide and copper nitrate and ammonium zinc nitrate and ammonium hydroxide. All right, so those are your 6 reactions. I know sometimes oftentimes if anything's missed, it's usually the ammonium vanadate and acid. And for some reason, I don't know, it's just adding anything like that, but a lot of times I'll notice people kind of miss this one. All right, but look in there. It add a lot. There's obviously not going to be as much of the precipitate, so you look super close. So, question 1 is just putting together sentences. Oh, hydrochloric acid react is bright yellow and then the change. Or iron nitrate oxide react because you get a color change. 6 sentences, 6 reasons why. Question 2 says for each metal that participates metal it is, your examination of the periodic table. So we've got hydrochloric acid, my table, and ammonium vanadate reacting. All right, so how am I going to figure out what the metal is in there? It does tell me to use my periodic table, which is why I got that up here. If you remember, our periodic table has this half of the periodic table being metal and this other half being non-metal. So let's find these if any of them are metals. So oh, hey, metal. Remember, for a reason, and you know hydrogen is a gas in the air, so that's the only one that's a non-metal. All right, so don't let that throw you off. Even though hydrogen's on the left, it's the only element outside that acts as a metal. Chlorine is a non-metal. Nitrogen is over here, also a non-metal. We already found hydrogen. Vanadium, that's a metal. And then oxygen, non-metal. So the one metal is vanadium. And then it says you need to figure out what type of where color coding comes in handy. It's in this blue box, which means it's a transition metal. All right. So for that one, I would say vanadium is the metal. It's vanadium. And it is a transition metal. If you can do that for next. So pause the video if you need a moment to figure this out. Change colors. So I need, let's see, nitrogen and hydrogen and oxygen. All right. And the ammonium hydroxide is a metal. And manganese, not to be confused with magnesium. Manganese, Mn. Right there is a metal. Sulfur is here, which is a nonmetal. And then we already found hydrogen, which we know is a nonmetal. So here, say manganese is the metal. It fell into that blue box. That's a transition. So you will continue to do this process for all 6 reactants. All right. So, question 3, very similar to, except were there any compounds that did not react with either the acid or base? Write the type of metal based on your examination of the periodic table. This is just like question 2. It's for these ones that didn't react with either the hydrochloric acid or the ammonium hydroxide. So we're dealing with calcium nitrate and potassium nitrate. So see if you can identify the metals in these guys. Right? So I know, again, N and O and the nitrate are nonmetals, but there's calcium. And calcium is an alkaline earth metal. All right, and then you can find potassium right next door to it. Oops. Alkali metal. All right, that's actually all you need for question number 3. The last question is going to be make a general statement about the reactivity of metals in this experiment. So this can only be done once you've completed the lab. All right, and what I want you to do is look at what's going on in question 2 versus question 3. Is there some sort of pattern? There should be one. Is there some sort of pattern between the types of metals that react in question 2 versus the types of metals that don't react in question 3? All right, so based on what we have so far, what could you conclude? Right, we saw 2 transition metals reacting, 2 non-transition metals not reacting. Right, so based on what we have so far, based on volts, transition metals react and alkaline earth metals do not. All right, wait until you finish things just to make sure that there's nothing in question 2. Probably something like this.